can see, or I'm hoping that it is really snowing. I've got the police scanner going, and there's been numerous accidents. One woman is stuck in a car. They're calling the jaws of life in to get her out. You can see the ground. It was supposed to rain today. We were supposed to have just rain, but it has been changed to 4 to 6 inches of snow at this point, and they said they might end up updating that. I don't know. You can see the cars are moving very slowly down through there. It's beautiful outside though. I mean, just beautiful. I'll walk through my backyard here a little bit so we can see some of it. I'm being done. I have no coat on. Hey, David! Ooh, just about fell on my ass there. So me and the camera was about on the ground. This is my side yard. Look over here, we can see the creek. Hey, you! Oh, that's a pretty sight. There you can see the snow coming down into the water. Anyhow, my yard starts about right here with this bush on the side of the telephone pole, and it goes all the way back here. This is maybe going to change to rain. It sure looks like it's trying to, or it's dripping out of the trees, and this is getting warmer out. And by the way, many of you have never heard my voice. Now you have. Well, you can see how heavy the snow is. It knocked down my wisteria bush there. But my premises go all the way back to here. There's a tree I planted that was about up to my waist, and now it's way above my head. I just planted that last summer. This is Rose's Sharon covered in snow. Back in my garage. Magnolia bush. And all the way back down there is where we just come from. Over here I have honeysuckle and wisteria growing. Or I'm sorry, trumpet vine. And of course the birdhouse, flower garden, another one of my bushes. I love plants. This is a grapevine. And we're walking past the back of my house. This is my home. See the snow up on the roof. Down there is one of my pampas grass. I have pampas grass over there along my fence. 3 of them. That was where the barn set. Now it's nothing but weeds. I have to get some weed killer. My car is covered. And my patio. My bushes, you can see where they're starting to lean from the snow. And you can't, they're covered, but at this time with snow, but there is flowers blooming actually. This is February and we have flowers blooming. This is a little bush that I planted. This is the back of my garage. And this is Roger Street. This is my driveway. I'll turn around, you can see the driveway here in a minute. This is Roger Street. It goes all the way down there. And if you come back around this way, there's the stop sign, and these are my hedges. And there's my home again, the back of my Camaro, my garage, our wagon, and a lawnmower that's covered up. Back around, I gotta walk back around front. There's another pampas grass growing there. I planted that tree this spring, last spring I should say. I planted that tree last spring. I get a little bit closer. As you can see, it's growed up. That's where my computer room is, which is one of my first bedrooms. This is honeysuckle, again Rose's Sharon, a wisteria bush, and a lilac bush. This is the master bedroom window. I have a bush growing here, a butterfly bush, along with my Dish Network, and a bush. This is a flower garden, and there is also another pampas grass. I have my hedges, And down there is my little burning bush dwarf. Over here is honeysuckle. Of course, you can see my hedges go across the front of my yard. And there's that's honeysuckle. And there is a butterfly bush. I need to pick up a pillow. So you can see where my flowers are coming up. As you can see, it's green. That is, I'm not sure. I think it's a tulip. Put my pillow back up on the porch where it blew over from the wind. I need to fix my step. This is a cactus that I got from New Mexico. You can see where it's coming back out in green. And does that ever hurt like hell when you get stuck? You can see down here my mums are coming up. Another one. Of course, this is the front of the porch. And a little reef above. I guess it's for Christmas. I should take it down. And you gotta watch the concrete. Geese don't peck you on the ass when you walk up on the porch. Crabapple tree. My pine tree down there, he's getting ready to fall over. I need to go in the house because I am wringing wet from snow. Bird feeder. And this is the other flower bed by the front of my house. Of course, this is the front door. And you can see that I have like a emblem on the front of my door. And I put a little sign up for people to use my back door. Anyhow, welcome to Mount Vernon, Ohio. February the 4th, 2012. And like I said, they were calling for 2 to 4. Now they're calling 4 to 6, maybe 8. And as I'm real quick, this is part of my front room. There's the steps that go up. There's my dining room. There's my dog. Watch her. Shake, Spirit. Shake. Okay, come on. Shake. No. Want yum yum? Shake. Shake. She's being stubborn. Shake. Come on. Shake. Shake. Give it to me. Good girl. Lay. Lay. Okay. Speak. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No, you need to speak. Speak. Well, yum yum. Speak. Okay, I'll get you yum yum. My front room, my TV. Police scanners over there in that window. It's a 40-inch television. And my dining room, part of it. I gotta rip up my screen. This is wringing wet with snow. There's one of my flowers. There's that. Here's some happy birthday balloons. My birthday is in 4 days, February the 12th. And my kitchen's probably a mess. I hope not, but it is a little bit. Anyhow, here's part of my kitchen. You can see the medications. Stove, going to buy new rings. That's why that's out of there. I had to put a couple because I had to cook with. My little television there. Of course, food. Refrigerator. Tons of cereal. Back door. And of course, there's my kitchen cabinets. And real quick here, I'll turn these lights on and get this video turned off. And here is the light, my Christmas lights on top. Let me shut this one off here. On top of my cupboard. Let me get over here where maybe you can see it a little bit better. There you go. There's lights above the cupboards. There we go. Alright, anyhow, now you've seen my house, my floor. So, again, like I said, this is February the 4th, 2012, Mount Vernon, Ohio. Thank you.